to the staircase to go back up.
Yep,
That's when he cuts his leg open.
Oh,
yes,
Lord.
I was so close to the side of it. There was like something sharp there. It just cut my leg open.
Because when I saw it, when I was looking up, he said, "Ow," and I'm like, "What's wrong?" And I said, it must be like a scrape or something. And then,
but doesn't look like a
and Yesenia was like, "I don't think this is right. Something's wrong here."
The other thing is, here is what I use for the barometer for religion. And again, you don't hear this from church. If you cannot find, personally, as a grown-up, I would say as a grown-up, if you cannot find the benefits for following God, following Christ, then it's not worth doing.
But every time I go to that church building or get around my brothers and sisters, that's how we call it, or my husband, I come to him or he prays for me or he gives me hope, and that is something that's priceless.
I really do believe that I met the one person on the planet who understands me on a much more profound level. It's way beneath the surface. And likewise with her, I think I understand her way to her core. And so I don't feel like we've had, for one, I don't think anything can break us apart, because that's how strong our bond is.
In between everything that was going on with Alzheimer's, and yeah, he was losing a lot of his memories, it was still nice to see that he still had some, and the ones that he did have were really clear. And it was like the person that I grew up with again. Like you said, like, yeah, Alzheimer's definitely changes a person, like their personality in terms of like mood swings, and aside from the forgetfulness.
So my definition of motivation is something that triggers your passion and your desire for movement, or activity. For example, I really love to travel. Okay. If it was a love language, it would be the one. All the time, I love to travel, and very often that's a motivator for me. I mean, it's not limited to, it's not my only motivator, but friend, if you told me right now,
as you said, the doll test was decades ago, and we still see remnants of it every day, all day. And in education, you see it, myself, you get the imposter syndrome. You go into a predominantly white campus or institution and you don't feel like you belong. You feel like an outcast, and you really have to find a way to feel comfortable, or to feel comfortable being uncomfortable in that space. And it's really hard. And when
Hi, my name is Jason, and I struggle with weight loss, fear of rejection, and a terrible procrastinator. But with all that being said, one of the best qualities that I have is I love to put smiles on people's faces. I love to put a smile on people's faces with jokes, doing something silly, or a random video that I make.
If you're trying to understand the changes in your body, the first thing that I noticed right away was Adrian having acne.
Yeah.
And that, to me, that happened literally overnight.
Yeah, in the last couple of weeks.
That happened in the last couple of weeks.
It's not a bad case.
What I'm saying is that's how hormones are changing. And then now this whole thing turns into something that happened literally overnight.
Yeah.
So you look excited.
So there's so many ways to incorporate everyday life as the classroom. And that's essentially homeschooling, because you're trying to teach them how to manage life and do things throughout
life skills.
Be self-sufficient. That's what I really want for them, right? That they should be able to take care of themselves in any situation. Yeah, but it comes with its challenges too, because there are days that I feel like, okay, maybe I'm not doing enough. Maybe I'm not teaching them enough. Should I send them to school? Because as a parent, like you said, you want the best for them. And sometimes I say,
Adrian was born, our oldest, when 13. So 13 years ago, when he was born, I decided to reach out, let him know that he's a granddad. I figured maybe there's a glimpse that he would try to
chance.
There's a chance that he might be part of our lives or try to be part of our lives. Because sometimes it takes like grandchildren to kind of like jumpstart that relationship. I figured, you know what? Maybe he's getting
There's things that will be better, and like you always have to be adaptable to change because things always change. Like I never thought I would do a podcast. I never thought I would start a podcast. And
the season is putting a spotlight on other child-free Latinas who are proving in their own lives, just by living their lives, that child-free Latinas exist. We aren't weird. We aren't crazy. We're just different. We're normal people and we're thriving. And that is not a narrative that you see in popular culture at all. And so we're just kind of proving that, hi, we exist and this is just us. We're just telling our stories.